What is going on, my friends? Happy Wednesday evening. I hope you all are doing well. Hope we've had a great week and a great Wednesday so far. Jeff here at Card Lines, ready to MC this little trip down baseball lane. I got Max working with me tonight as well. Everyone give Max some love. We're going to have a good time tonight, my friends. 3 phenomenal baseball products. We're going to get started a little bit here with a couple Crusade Premium boxes. Those are basically the retail hobby version, if you will. Target exclusive premium boxes. You do get 2 autos in those. If you guys were watching the Marty party the other night, he pulled one of the nightcaps, which is a case hit out of those, and lots and lots of numbered cards. So hopefully we do some of the same. Our second break, which is probably going to come up in about 45 minutes or so, is going to be a Topps Pro Debut Hobby Jumbo. It's been a minute since we did this product, and we've all loved it. You guys loved it. So we had this box sitting there, and I said, you know what the heck? We're going to run one box and have some fun with it. And then finally, we're going to rock the final break of the night. Is going to be 4 more of those Topps Finest Megas, which have been a lot of fun. Hall of Fame James and Marty party have gotten to have all the fun with those. I haven't gotten to rip Topps Finest on stream yet myself, so I'm excited to do that. And then in between tonight, guys, we are going to get after some wheel spins. We're doing $5 wheel spins again tonight, and we've got a whole bunch of new and familiar prizes. But for $5, it's kind of a can't miss prospect there, so take a shot at that. And speaking of can't miss prospects, one of the first things that I'd like to do before we get into the breaks tonight, besides welcome you all in, hope you're doing well, is I want to introduce, if you guys saw the interview yet, or if you haven't done so, pop on the Card Lines on YouTube and check out the interview that our Jesse Haynes did with Evan Parker from Onnit. Onnit is surging into the market right now with collegiate licensed products. And we're striking a big partnership with them, and we're really excited. They've got the new Gravity Football is coming out in line with the start of the college football season. It is going to be, they've usually done team stuff like what I've got in here for Georgia Tech, but they are moving to also having a mixed product. So there's going to be 28 college football universities in their new Gravity product coming out. That's going to be a ton of fun. Everything is licensed, both with the university and team, and all the players are licensed. All the autos are on-card autos, and it's a ton of fun. And so for the last year or two, they've also been producing team-based stuff, like this Georgia Tech blaster box. And they did, so this looks, if you guys have pulled any Topps Chrome blasters, Topps now moved to these smaller ones. Onnit produced this before Topps was doing that. So trendsetters as well, the nice, more compact blaster. But Georgia Tech, if you guys aren't familiar with Georgia Tech had Von Lockey drafted in the first round, as well as Drew Burris drafted in the first round. Huge prospect, and so there's a lot of cool stuff out of here. So we're excited. We're starting to get some of this product in hand. We're going to be partnering with Onnit, and I want to see if any of you guys would like to grab some Onnit tonight. Great prices on these. We're going to start out at $15 for some boxes of these guys, if you're interested. So we'll get this going. We'll maybe do a few spins of the wheel, and we'll get into our breaks. And I see Angel joined us. Angel, welcome in. Welcome in. It's great to have you. So, guys, I'm going to throw, this is Georgia Tech again. Von Lockey, Drew Burris, some other great players from Georgia Tech are in here. The blaster box, you're going to have 40 cards out of here. This is the blaster, so it doesn't have a guaranteed auto per se, but they are pretty apparent to either get an auto or what their version of a downtown is. You get them, I think, one in every few boxes, so there's a good chance for that as well. But it's a lot of fun. So wanted to run a couple of these and see if anyone wanted to take a shot at them and have some fun with them. We will, as soon as we get more products, we will be looking to run them as well on packs, things, and stuff like that. But right now, we've got just the sealed blasters. So and I've got college football. If you guys are interested, we got Penn State. The cover boy on this, Drew Aller. He's now in the pros. But Drew Aller's got autographs in here as well. And same thing, college football blaster for $15. These do retail at $30, which does seem a little price heavy on one hand, but at the same time, if you look at what's coming, these are comparable products to kind of like a they look and feel a lot like common Bowman Best type of cards, and things like that. There are a lot of chrome finishes and things like that. We also have Florida as well. And so, and if in the fact that you get on card autos and it's some of the better guys from these teams, it's pretty comparable. And so at 15, we like to hope someone will be interested in grabbing some of those. We'll put them up later. If you guys are interested, let us know. Like I mentioned, we've got the wheel coming up as well. And I always like to see if we can't get a couple spins on the wheel before we get into the breaks. So I'm going to throw that up. Again, we're running $5 wheel spins tonight and lots of fun prizes. I would say the majority of prizes we have are well over the $5 value, especially if you get something big out of the packs and things like that. But we've got sealed boxes. We've got a bunch of different type of mystery packs to put together. F1, NASCAR. I think we got some hockey in here, soccer, baseball, all sorts of stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun. Angel says, let's do one. Angel, you know we love you. Appreciate you. Let's give you a spin. See what you get. You got one of the spin again, so we're gonna do that right away. How about that? I threw those in there just to have extra spots on the wheel. A Wemby lot. All right, where did I put the Wemby lot? There we go. All right, so let me, Angel, pull that one off. And we've got Young Kings from this year's Bowman on a Wemby. We've got the Wemby Topps Chrome Timeless parallel. And we've got an 8-bit Ballers for the Wemby. So 3 Wemby parallels off a $5 spin of the wheel. Not too bad. Honestly, couldn't remember if we had a rookie in there or not. We did not. But 3 nice Wemby parallels for you, Angel. Thank you so much for taking that spin on the wheel. And we'll bring that one back up. We'll see if we got anyone else looking for a spin on the wheel. We got a little big. Nothing in common. Hopefully we got lots in common with a hit for you here. Thanks so much. Appreciate you. Here we go. That went through. So we're going to hit the spin on the wheel. Let's see what we can get for you. Oh, wow. Another. So I put like 5 spin agains on there. I didn't think they would come up every time. There's also one where it's spin again and double. And if you get that one, it means you're going to get 2 spins of the wheel, 2 prizes. So that's pretty sweet. So that one, we're going to remove that and we're going to spin it again. I think, like I said, I think I put 4 or 5 spin agains. We've hit 2 of them already. UFC numbered lot. Where is June? There we go. All right, so we've got, I got them in sleeves, but I'll top load them for you. Send it out. So you got, oh wait, that's WWE. Hold on 1 second. Nothing in common. Where is our UFC lot? There it is. No, that's WWE. Nothing in common. Are you a WWE fan? By chance? Because I cannot find the UFC lot we had on there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to W up on WWE because I cannot find the UFC lot. So you got Duke Hudson to 75. Let me get that off there. Duke Hudson to 75. Pete Dunne to 499. We got Typhoon to 275. Axiom to 399. Nikki Cross to 299. And then on the second one, we got Akira Tozawa to 199. Eric to 250. Bitches Creed to 275. Terry Gallo to 199. Osiris Griffin to 250. And Rhea Ripley, that is a Chrome Parallel, not numbered on there, added in. So again, I don't know where the UFC lot went, but I doubled up WWE for you on that. And I hope that's okay. Congrats, and thank you very much. We will remove that one. And I think we got enough time here. I think if I get started at 7:15, I will still finish Crusade by 7:45. So those of you that are hanging out, looking to watch Crusade, we're going to get that going in just a couple moments. Right now, we're going to do a couple spin on the wheels. Is that nothing in common? Is that okay? Are you all right with WWE? I do apologize. I put it on the wheel, but I don't know if I brought the UFC cards over, unfortunately. Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you. Angel grabs another spin of the wheel. Angel, let's throw it up there. So we do have one where you double up prize, and there is 5 or 6 different products, including some hobby boxes. We got a Joker around here somewhere. I had all these lined up so they'd be easier to find. I'm looking for the mag holder of Nikola Jokic. Oh, here it is. All right, Angel. Sorry about that, guys. Nikola Jokic in a mag holder. It's a red select die cut. We're going to ship it in the mag holder, and that is 64 out of 175 on the Nikola Jokic. So congratulations, Angel, on the Joker. Throw another spin up. Kenny's getting on action. Kenny, what's going on? All right. Let me get the wheel up there. And for those of you that are new to us, if you're interested in playing the wheel, but you're worried about that $5.99 shipping cost, we do, if you're in the breaks, we do reduce shipping down, so you're $10 max for the break spots and the shipping. If it would be your first transaction, there's still that shipping cost, but don't be afraid of that one. All right, Kenny, here we go. Hey, Mr. Rage is in the YouTube chat. Welcome in. Been a minute since I talked with you. All right, Kenny, let's see what we get. Kenny, let's go. A Star Wars Chrome lot. Dune. The 7th hall. What?
I think it was in the center. Oh,
there you go. All right, Kenny. This one could have sneaky value. Quite frankly, I don't know too much. Oh, so your birthday is on Saturday, Rachel. Well, happy birthday early. Come party with me Friday as well. We're going to be ripping some football if you're able to during the day. So Kenny, I don't know on this one. This could be big for you or not. I really don't know the values of Topps Chrome, but this is a Star Wars, pretty big lot of Topps Chromes. We got an Acolyte, Refractor. You got school started already. Gotcha. Orso on the Ray Wave, Dengar, K250, Wendo, Hyung. Another Acolyte Refractor. That one's cool card with the lightsabers on there. Moff Tarkin, Indara, Skura, The Stranger, DJ or OJ on the Ray Wave, the Inquisitor, Luther and Irel, Safety Droid. We got the Skeleton Crew, Burnock, Pockets, Beckett, Captain Hale on the Ray Wave, Cold Claw Fish, Captain Black, Nest, Bosk, Fern, L337 on the Hyper. We got Pegala, Kona, and C1D1 on the Ray Wave. So that one, that's a pretty cool. There's quite a bit of Topps Chrome in there. If you collect Star Wars, that's pretty sweet. It might be for a $5 spin of the wheel, you might be able to flip a couple of these for a buck or two a card on there. And I hope that's the case for you. So thank you and congrats. We'll get that done. Jasper, what's happening? I'll put the schedule back up and show you guys. So we're going to be getting started here in just a few minutes on our Crusade. I'm not worried about the time on that. I should be able to get those done still by about 7:45. So about 7:45 Central Time, we'll be getting started on Pro Debut. And then probably about 8:30, 8:45 Central Time, we'll get started on Topps Finest. But right now, we're having a little fun with that wheel. And I'm going to give ourselves to, we're at 15. So normally I give myself to the 15 mark. So let's get one more. Let's see if we do one more spin of the wheel. Then we'll get on Crusade, and then we'll get into the breaks, and we'll rinse and repeat. Nothing in common. You would prefer Star Wars? I might have another Star Wars that I would. I do. See, we got Hey Bob getting in there. So I'll tell you what, nothing in common. Here's what I'm gonna do as well, because again I mixed up on there. I'm just gonna have Max throw in. I did have another Star Wars Chrome one for you. We got Palpatine, the Duchess. There's Finn, Admiral Dizzle, Paritha, another Palpatine, Mon Mothma, Smoke, Ned, the Heiress, and Ned. I'm just gonna put that in with your wrestling one. So that's a little triple bonus there. So thanks for saying that you're interested in Star Wars. All right. So, hey Bob, we're gonna bring the spinner up there, and here we go. Yeah, of course, you bet. All right, enjoy dinner. Cardlines Women's Soccer Pack. All right, so we had a we do if you go, most of you guys know we do mystery packs here at Cardlines as well. They've been going very well for us, and as I buy all these random lots, I tend to get other odd things that I maybe can't put in our packs, including I had a big stack of women's soccer, a big stack of NASCAR racing and things like that. So I thought we'd put those in there, and for $5 a spin, they're worth it. How these work is you get a minimum of 15 cards. Usually there's a couple more in there. At least one numbered card, auto, or relic. And then it's usually parallels and things like that. With women's soccer, there's only so many brands of cards out there. So it's not quite as variety as others. But I still think it's pretty sweet. So I do appreciate you, Abob, on this one. You can let me know. I can leave this sealed and you can have the fun ripping it. Or I can rip it for you on stream if you'd like me to. So I'll give you a second, respond to the chat, and let me know what you'd like to do, rip or ship. And while you answer me, I'm going to go ahead and bring our 3 boxes of Crusade out because we're going to get started on that. Rip it, you got it. All right. The other thing I did, I packed these, so I did make sure that every pack had some international women's players as well as at least one U.S. soccer player in there. So hopefully it's some you'll recognize. But we got Filippa Engdahl from Sweden, Chantal Swaby from Jamaica, Tani Anis from the Philippines, a Net Marvels of Simeon Boy. It's a pretty sweet card. And we got Jessica Cowart from the Philippines. From the NWSL, Parkside from San Diego, we got Tegan McGrady. Star Status, Claire Pokentor from Australia. From the U.S. team, how about Megan Rapinoe? And from the U.S., Alyssa Thompson on a rookie card. That's not too bad. Danielle Montoya. Oh, look at that. Your hit is a numbered card, 17 out of 23. 17 out of 23 on a Danielle Montoya from Colombia. And we got Nicole Barnhart from the Spirit on the gold. Viviana Isaiah from Bayern Munich, Topps Chrome. Palfa. Amani Dorsey from New York. Estelle Johnson from the Courage. There's Honest from the Philippines again. We got to double her. Pitch Queens, Lauren James from England. Dorsun from Germany. We got Yu from China. And Hayashi from Japan. So not a bad pack at all. A couple of nice American players in there. A couple of nice international players. And a numbered card to just 23. Not bad for your spin on the wheel. Thanks so much for supporting the game. As I mentioned, guys, I'd spin the wheel all night if you guys let me. But also, I really like to do breaks. And it's time now to get into the breaks. And we'll do some more spins in a few moments. But we're going to get into our 3 Crusade boxes. This is a very underrated product, in my opinion. We've got, it's mostly prospects and retired players, but you do still have, a couple of the guys like Bobby Witt Jr., and those guys can be found in these. Oh, from that side. So there was empty number 1. So it's a good checklist of players. And again, we get 2 autographs per box, as well as what I can't say guaranteed, but we should expect to see a healthy amount of numbered cards as well. Boy, I did better open it from the side. There we go. All right, empty box number 2. So while I start to open the packs from boxes 1 and 2, let's talk about and welcome in everyone who bought into the spots. Let's talk about our hit counter. And we're going to do 2 of 3 boxes for our halfway point. So I'll explain the hit counter again in just a moment. And for those that are new to us to understand that as well. But I do want to thank Matt has the Diamondbacks and the Braves. William has the Orioles. Jose is rocking with the Red Sox. The Cubbies, the White Sox. Trent with the Reds. Jose, the Guardians. Chris for the Rockies. Brenda has the Tigers. Sam P has the Astros. Wyatt has the Royals and the Angels. Kenny's got the Dodgers and the Marlins. Angels got the Brewers. Matt has the Twins. Jeremy has the Mets. Kenny the Yankees. William the A's. Kenny the Phils. Matt the Pirates. Kenny with the Padres. We've got Kenny with the Giants as well. Thomas the Mariners. Travis with the Cardinals. After the Cardinals, we got Thomas with the Rays. James D with the Rangers. Scott J with the Blue Jays, and James D with the Washington Nationals. Guys, thank you so much. We are completely full for all 3 of our breaks tonight. We appreciate that. Appreciate you guys for filling the spots. It makes it real easy. Hey, there's a numbered card right there. And good luck on each and every one of those spots in this and all 3 of our breaks tonight. I'm going to finish this pack, and then I will talk about the hit counter, because you guys like free stuff and we like to give away free stuff. So let me pull up the hit counter. And let's play along again tonight. How it's going to work is you guys are going to tell us, in this case, we're going teams. We've got the Guardians, we've got the Braves, we've got the Angels, and we've got the Rangers. And so if we get a card from any one of those four teams, I'm going to add a little tally on that screen. And at the end of our three boxes, you have to have the guess correct of which team is going to end up with the most cards in this break, as well as what the total number of all four teams combined together is going to be. So if you think that the Rangers are going to get the most cards, you pop Rangers in the chat. You can play along in either chat, eBay, or YouTube, and you do not have to be in this break. So if you're here for Pro Debut or Finest and you're hanging out with us, first of all, thanks for doing so and appreciate you. But you can play along on the hit counter too. You do not have to be in the break to play. In fact, you don't have to be in any of our breaks to play. There's no purchase necessary to play on the hit counter. So you tell us, Guardians, Braves, Angels, Rangers, which team's going to get the most and what the total of all four is going to be. If you do get that team correct, you're going to get a leprechaun assigned to your name. If you get there's another numbered card, by the way. If you get the total number correct within one in either direction for a little giveaway there, you're going to get a leprechaun as well. So if you guess 30 and it's 29, 30, or 31, you still get a leprechaun. And those leprechauns are going to run for you for some free stuff. If nobody happens to get within one or on the number, then we usually give it to the person or persons who are the closest to what the actual number was. So someone always gets a leprechaun for each break. So that is how you play along on the hit counter. Feel free to, while we're breaking, talk in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking about the cards, how we're doing on the hits, how you're feeling, what you're having for dinner, all that good stuff. I promise to do my best to keep up with you guys. Once I kind of get into card mode, I don't follow the chat quite as well. So bear with me. If you ask a question, I'll try and get to it. But talk amongst yourself, cheer each other on, all that sort of stuff. We'll have a little fun. We'll get after the cards. When we get through the second box here, then you guys I'll bring up the hit counter again, and you guys will have to tell me if you want to keep your prediction or change it. We always give you sort of that halfway point, or in this case, we give you the 2/3 of the way point for you to make your changes and make it as easy as possible without giving it away completely for you guys to get leprechauns. So that, my friends, is how we do it. Again, I want to thank everyone for hanging out with me and Max tonight, or Max and I in proper English tonight. We appreciate you guys. It's going to be a fun couple breaks. And then don't forget, we do have Friday is my birthday. And it's Rage's birthday apparently on Saturday. But Friday is my birthday, and I wanted to do a fun little rip in the day just to do something and do something different. And I love a good mixer. So we're doing a fun break of like 4 football products mixed together throughout the years. So all the teams are going to have some names in there we might chase. So it's going to be one break on Friday, but we're going to do that. We're going to spin the wheel. We'll have some fun, celebrate my birthday. Who knows what I'll have going on? I'll be giving some stuff away. Maybe we'll do some trivia. Who knows what we're going to do on Friday. So don't miss that show, and don't miss some of those spots in the auctions that are active right now. We've also got auctions popping up that are going to be going for next week's breaks. We're doing some football, including Topps Flagship, which has just come out this last week. So we're going to be doing some hobby boxes of those and having lots of fun next week as well. We also did just upload a bunch of really cool different singles and things like that. So check it out. Our eBay store is pretty fresh right now. So go check those out. All right, so that's a hit counter. Make your predictions, get them in there. We'll revisit that in a second. And let's get into the cards. Here we go. We're going to start out. First card of the night is Jace Young for Detroit. Brenda, congrats. The first card of the night. And here we go. Moise Alou for the Cubbies. Colin Houck for the Mets. Matt Shaw for the Cubbies. Alonzo Treadwell, Zach Veen for Colorado. And we've got a Squires parallel of Dylan Cruz. If you guys don't know as well, if you're watching on Monday, I think he pulled a few. But One of my all-time favorites is in this set, Ralphie Velasquez. He's with the Cleveland Guardians. So Jose, I hope I'm calling your name a lot from my guy Ralphie. Ralphie Velasquez in the minor leagues right now. I think he's at the AA level. 16 home runs in 20 games right now, guys. He's gonna get called up soon, and I'm gonna look like a genius because I've been pimping out Ralphie Velasquez for years. But let's hope we pull some of him tonight. We've got Andrew Painter on the Mojo for Philadelphia. Congrats to Kenny on that one. That's a pretty sweet card as well. Homer Bush for San Diego. Ryan Zimmerman. Josh Knopf for the Brewers for Angel. There's Bert Blyleven for the Twinkies. We got turned around. It's going to be one of our autographs for Miami, I think. Kenny, it is. How about Jacob Berry on the autograph for Miami? So, Kenny, congrats. There's a banger you're hoping to hit. I don't know if Jacob Berry is like a big banger, but it's an auto nonetheless. So, congratulations, Jacob Berry on the auto for Miami, Kenny. We got Kyle Teal and a Kendall George is going to be a numbered card for Los Dodgers for Kenny. Kenny's flying high right now. How about 47 out of 199? 2 hits, and they're both going home with Kenny so far. Congratulations, Kenny. Hey, we've got a Mojo Paul Skeens. Actually, that's not the Mojo. I forget what that parallel is. It's a refractor for sure, but that is either way a great Paul Skeens for Matt and the Pirate spot. Congrats, Matt. That's what Ralphie's batting stance looks like on there, Jose. That's Jim Tomei. Abner Uribe is a nice rookie for the Brewers. All right, just checking on something. Oh boy, and I have not been doing the hit counter, have I? Let me revisit that. We hit. I am out of practice. All right, Brewers, Phillies, Washington, none of those guys. There was a Guardian. All right, so we just had one Guardian so far. So actually, I hadn't missed anything yet. But we're on it. We're on to one here. Here we go. Johnny Damon. Fred Lynn for Angels. That one, California Angels in this checklist. There we go. Eric Gagne for the Dodgers. We got Matt Williams. How about Cecil Fielder for Detroit on the Juggernauts? Congrats to Brenda on that one. And we've got Colton Cowser on the refractor for Baltimore. William, congrats. And that one is numbered 243 out of 250. 243 out of 250 for Baltimore. Our second numbered card of the break so far. Congratulations. We got Ledbetter, Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubbies. He does have a rookie shield in this set. Congratulations for the Cubs spot, Jose. Some say he might beat Shohei for the MVP. I don't know. Gabriel Gonzalez for the Twins. Do they have a Brave in there? Max, let me know if you come across a Brave, please. Johan Santana, Eddie Murray. There's Ralphie Velasquez, Jose. This guy, 16 home runs in his last 20 games. He's on fire. He's coming up soon. The Brewers with another Abner Uribe. We had the rookie of him. That is 81 out of 299. I got to add the Ralphie on that Guardians one. But Uribe to 299. There you go, Angel. Congrats. That's a nice one. He's a heck of a pitcher, by the way. We got Josu DePaula for the Dodgers. Jackson Jobe, Rod Carew, Tink Hence for the Cardinals. Gina Groover for Arizona. David Wells. Kemp Alderman for Miami. Kevin Parada for the Mets. Kyle Teal on the Mojo for Boston. Congratulations, William, on that one. Riley Fingers for the A's. Jeff Bagwell for Houston. Philadelphia, Jimmy Rollins. Lou Piniella for Kansas City. Ryan Howard for Philadelphia. Aiden Miller for Philadelphia. Carlton Fisk for Boston. We've got Noble Meyer for Miami. Jacob Gonzalez for the White Sox. Miguel Bly. Michael Bush. The Cubs have been doing really well. Cartea for the Dodgers. Jays Borafin for Toronto. There's a Texas guy. The Rangers. Braylon Morrell puts the Rangers on. We're at 4 on the hit counter, guys. Juggernauts Alex Rodriguez for Seattle Mariners. Hector Rodriguez for the Reds, and that is numbered 189 out of 250. So congratulations to Trent for the Reds. Hector Rodriguez to 250. We got one of my all-time favorites, Kirby Puckett from the Twins. Cade Horton from the Cubs. Luis Baez for the Astros. Giants, Reggie Crawford. We got a redemption, guys. So it looks like our second auto is going to be a redemption. Let's see who it is. 2024 Panini Boys of Summer. Card number 26, Ceddanne Rafaela. I believe he is in the Boston checklist on this. So, Jose, congratulations. Going to Boston. Nice work on the redemption. Emerson Hancock for Seattle. Oh, thanks. Guys, I missed the numbered card. For Boston, Carlton Fisk was to 199. Thank you, Max. Jose, I'm sorry I missed that. So, Jose, you're knocking it out of the park right now. There's Hancock on the rookie. And, oh, baby. Guys, that's a low number right there, isn't it? 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5 on the Paul O'Neill for the New York Yankees. Kenny, my friend, 3 out of 5 on the Paul O'Neill. Maybe not the absolute best name to get 1 out of 5, but it's an out of 5. No matter how you dice it up, there's only 5 of these, and you got one of them. 3 out of 5, Paul O'Neill. That is awesome. Congrats. I like Crusade. Wanbin Chu for St. Louis. Wanbin Chu again for St. Louis. Emmett Sheehan for the Dodgers. Nick Lofton for the Royals. Zavia for the Padres. Trevor Hoffman for the Padres. James Woods hanging out upside down for Washington. We got Jet Williams on the Squire for the Mets. And then we got Johnny Farmello for Seattle on the Mojo. Billy Williams for the Cubs. Brennan Sproat for the Mets, who's now with the Brewers, of course. And our second Paul Skeens rookie of the first box. So congratulations, Matt, to Pittsburgh. We got 2 Skeens rookies already for you. Arizona, Yumin Lin. Dodgers, Dalton Rushing. Bruce Sutter for St. Louis. And that's a sweet royalty card of Joe DiMaggio for the Yankees. That one is numbered as well to 49. 37 out of 49. Guys, we're going to light a lot of fireworks tonight, I have a feeling. 37 out of 49. Kenny, you are having a break right now. Congratulations, 37 out of 49 on the Joe DiMaggio. And there's another one for the Yankees, Spencer Jones. Matos for the Giants. Cool Papa Bell for Homestead. We're going to have to randomize that guy off. Spencer Jones for the Yanks. Ozzie Guillen for the White Sox. Miles Naylor for the A's. Cleveland, Omar Vizquel. So the hit counter had been a little quiet. Cleveland goes to 3. We still don't have a Brave yet, unless I missed one. Here's another royalty. This one's not numbered, but how about Trevor Hoffman for the Padres? Congratulations, Kenny's got the Padres. Dylan Cruz might be numbered here for Washington. He is 54 out of 100. 54 out of 100 for Washington. James D. Congratulations. Guys, this is a loaded box. We got Bobby Richardson, Farmello, Jackson Merrill rookie for San Diego. Mark Mulder, Goose Gossage, Girardi for the Yanks. And Trevor Hoffman's been coming up heavy lately. How about 164 out of 299? Kenny, congrats again. Trevor Hoffman numbered to 299. And then we got Colt Keith on the refractor for Detroit. So we'll get into our second box here. Let me show you guys how we're doing on the hit counter. We have 5 total on the hit counter right now, with the Guardians in the lead at 3. And after we get through box 2, you guys will have a chance to update your predictions while I rip box 3. Homer Bush, Ryan Zimmerman, Josh Knopf, Spencer Jones, Ozzie Guillen. We got Luis Baez for Houston, and a numbered card for Cleveland. The land to 299 Jose. It's Jim Thome. Jim Thome from Cleveland, Hall of Famer. I think he's a Hall of Famer, right? The Guardians go to 4 with a healthy lead on the hit counter. Wangan on the mojo for Texas. So Texas Rangers spot goes to 2. We're at 7. There's Will the Thrill Clark, Ty Madden for Detroit, Marcelo Meyer, Catfish Hunter, Phil Rizzuto for the Yanks, Carson Williams on the gold foil for Tampa. We got Lou Brock for St. Louis on the royalty. For Chicago, we got Jacob Gonzalez to 250, 243 out of 250 for the White Sox. Jose, congrats. Detroit, Kevin McGonigal, Evan Carter for Texas. That was who the nightcap card was Monday night. Max Muncy, Juan Marshall. And do we have an auto of Frank Thomas, guys, from the White Sox. Jose, how about the big hurt on an auto? Sweet. Oh, this is fun. And it is out of 99 as well, by the way. 78 out of 99. That means we got to light it up, baby. 78 out of 99 on a Frank Thomas big hurt auto. Jose, congratulations. And we got Chase Dollander for the Rockies, and another numbered card for the Phillies. It's Aiden Miller to 299. Congratulations to Kenny. Kenny, you're having one tonight, man. 299. Here's Cade Horton for the Cubs on the refractors. A nice one. Cole Young, Chase Dollander, Jimmy Edmonds, Sagano, and Tomoyuki Sagano, although he was Baltimore, and I think now he's with someone else, actually. But and here, in this checklist, he's a random, so he's going to get randomized off. There's Mark Grace from the Cubs, Justin Crawford for Philadelphia, Roman Anthony, and then we've got Chase Davis on the mojo for the Cardinals. Congrats, Travis. Robbie Snelling, the Expos, Washington, Andres Galarraga, Larry Walker for St. Louis, Drew Gilbert for the Mets, Jacob Berry was the first auto we got, Cole Young, and Tampa Bay going to get a number card of Taj Bradley to 199. So Thomas L getting in on the fun. Taj Bradley, that is 25 out of 199. Congrats, Thomas. There's a Brock Wilken refractor for Angel in the Brewers spots. Jacob Gonzalez, Miguel Bly, Jet Williams for the Mets, Andrew Painter, the Twins, Chucky Knobloch, Nazan Zanatello for Boston, Elijah Green on the Juggernauts for Washington, and I think we've got for Arizona a numbered Ivan Melendez, 88 out of 199. 88 out of 199. Matt with the Diamondback spot. Congrats. There's my guy Kirby again, Cade Horton, Luis Baez, Noah Schultz, Paul O'Neill. We got Larry Walker for St. Louis. And another numbered Taj Bradley card. This one is out of 49. 24 out of 49. Tampa Bay strikes again, Thomas. We got the Taj. I think the other one was a different shade of blue, correct? Yeah, there they are. Nice looking Taj Bradley rainbows there for you. See if we can keep it up. There's Harry Ford for Seattle on the refractor. Won-Bin Chu, Emmett Sheehan, Jace Borafin, Charlie Soto for the Twins, Ben Rice for the Yanks. There, Angel, is one of the things we're looking for. Jacob Mizorowski. It's a prospect card for him, but nonetheless, we will take it. Angel, congrats on the Mizorowski. And then right behind that, you got a Jackson Chourio Squires rookie. A couple bang bang for the Brewers for Angel. Nicely done, Angel. There's Ethan Salas on the Mojo for San Diego. Billy Williams, Brandon Sproat for the Mets. And how about a third Paul Skeens for the Pittsburgh Pirates spot? Congrats, Mets. Averaging more than one a box. We'll take it. There's Cartaya for the Dodgers. Another auto. No redemption on this one. Eric Chavez. From the A's, William, congratulations. You got an auto coming. Eric Chavez on the Majestic Marks for the A's. Congratulations. Miguel Bly. Sagano again. So that one's going to get randomized off. We've got Yandri Vargas on the refractor for the Dodgers. Luis Matos. There's another cool Papa Bell. That's our fourth one we're going to randomize. Trevor Hoffman. Reggie Crawford, Michael Bush, Cade Keeler from Atlanta. So Atlanta finally answers us in box 2 to get on the hit counter. We are now at 8 on the hit counter. Mariano Rivera on the royalty for the Yankees. And it looks like the Yankees are going to get another numbered card. Francisco Velorio to 250. 119 to 250. Kenny, congratulations. Keep it up. Bobby Richardson, Johnny Formello, Jackson Merrill, rookie again, Nick Lofton, Samuel Zavala, Jacob Gonzalez. We've got Javi Lopez for Atlanta to 99.88 out of 99 for the Bravos. Congratulations, Matt M. The Braves starting to wake up just in time, and Javi Lopez supplies the purple to 99. So the Braves go to 2 and we go to 9 on the hit counter. Here is Velorio again for the Yankees on a refractor. Jace Young, Moise Alou, Miles Naylor, Yumin Lin, Dalton Rushing, Alex Ramirez for the Mets, Brock Wilken for Angel on the Squires, and we've got Jacob Wilson for Oakland on the Mojo. So congrats, William, for the A spots. All right, I'm going to put our 4 random guys just up over here for now. You guys can see them up there. And we're going to go ahead and get into our third and final box of the break. If you guys take a look at how we're doing all on the hit counter, we got to 9 on the hit counter. The Guardians still in a healthy lead, though they even quieted down there. Box 2 did not get a lot on the hit counter. It did, however, get the Braves showing up twice, so that was sweet. The Braves are 2 behind at 2. The Angels still just hanging with just 1. There's empty box number 3. We've got, and then the Rangers are tied for second with the Braves at 2. That puts us at 9 right now through 2 boxes, which would lead me to believe we're probably on a pace for something like 14, 15. Because I do think we're going to pick up the pace a little bit from these teams. It only takes 2 or 3 cards from one team to really flip the script. So I think we're going to end up somewhere around 14 or 15. I do think the Guardians are going to hold on, specifically because I feel like there's a Ralphie Velasquez auto just hanging out in here for Jose. But obviously, I'm just guessing off the hip. You guys choose what you think is going to work best. Angels with me. But you guys pick which team is going to show up. So after 2, you can see how it shook out. You know, right now, you should feel pretty comfortable with the Guardians if you go with the Guardians, because you'd have to get the Braves or Rangers would have to get 3 unanswered cards by the Guardians for the Guardians to lose out here. So all the Guardians need is 1 or 2 cards, and they pretty much are going to cement themselves. But worse odds have been beaten. And if you want to go big on the Angels, by all means, go big on the Angels, and maybe we'll win that one. And then don't forget to do the total of all of them as well. while I do rip these few packs, I mentioned it earlier, but if you haven't done so already, please make sure that you are subscribing and following all of our various social channels, and make sure that you're liking and subscribing and following, and make sure that you're sharing along to all your friends if you'd be so kind. There's a numbered card, by the way, and that is a very low numbered card, by the way. Very, very low, like we have enough fingers on our hand to say how low that one was. So that's gonna be sweet to get to. But please help us share the network as best you can. And before I get into the box, I'm going to tell you one more reason why you want to start liking, sharing, following, all that sort of stuff is we're soon going to be releasing some content around it to help explain it. But I am overly joyed to officially announce that the Card Lines Collectors Club membership program, loyalty program, is live and going. If you guys go to cardlines.com and you create an account on cardlines.com and sign up for the newsletter, you will become an active member of our loyalty program. You don't have to buy anything. The newsletter is free. It just allows us to send you the newsletter twice a week, and it puts you into our loyalty program, where qualifying purchases like our breaks, like live show things, like singles on our eBay store, purchases on our website, social shares, referring friends who make purchases, and all those sorts of things can earn you points. And as you earn points, you're going to earn your way up into tiers. And those tiers, you're going to start at what we call the Cardline Core. And at the Cardline Core, eventually, which I think is 1,000 points, once you earn 1,000 points, you're going to become a classic. And then you're going to become a collector, and all the way on to a Hall of Fame legend. And as you reach those tiers, the point values increase faster. So after you make that first tier, every dollar you spend, you get 1.1 points versus 1 point per dollar spent. And you continue to build up from there. And ultimately, those points are going to turn into real dollars that you could use on our website, and maybe in the future on our breaks as well. But for now, on our website, to purchase free stuff for yourself with those points you've earned. So make sure, Angel, you do have some OG status, and go check your account. But actually, for a lot of the folks who have been with us for a long time, we've gone back, and we're going back onto your guys' accounts, and we're giving you some bonus points and things like that for OG status. For those of you that are new with us, you can start earning right away as well. But make sure that you guys pop onto our website at some point, cardlines.com. Make sure you have an active account set up. Set that up if you don't. Sign up for the newsletter, and then check out that page, and it'll tell you all the different ways you can earn points. It's super easy. Like the first time you go on Facebook and like, comment, and share something, you're going to earn like 250 points to get yourself a quarter way to the next level already. So it's pretty easy to level up here on Cardline. So we'll talk about that more later, but super excited about that. Make sure you set up your account and get things going. Qualifying purchases are going to earn you points moving forward. All right. So lock in those hit counter predictions, Max, when you get a chance. Close us up, and good luck on the last box, guys. We got Juan Bin Chu, Emmett Sheehan, Drew Gilbert, Jacob Berry, Jimmy Edmonds, Jack Morris for Detroit, and a Squires of Jackson Jobe. We've got a Mojo of Mac Horvath for Baltimore. So congrats to William. Billy Williams for the Cubs, Sproats. And how about our fourth? Paul Skeens for the Pirate spot, Matt. Hopefully we're earning back some ROI for that Pittsburgh spot. Congratulations. We've got Andrew Painter, Chuck Knobloch, Abner Uribe again for the Brewers, Angel. There you go. And the Cardinals are going to get a Larry Walker to 199. So congrats, Travis, on the Cardinal spots. Larry Walker to 199. Luis Baez on the Mojo for Houston. Congrats, Samuel P. Girardi for the Yanks. Cardinals, Bruce Sutter. Messina for the Yanks. Santana for Tampa Bay. Colt Keith. Drew Hackenberg for the Braves. So I said the Braves didn't maybe have much of a chance, but look at, they're one behind the Guardians now. For Arizona, we got the Juggernauts, Ivan Melendez. And we've got a numbered card, I think, here. You can hardly even read his name on there. I think that's Kemp Alderman. And I think, guys, this might be the 10. It is. Look at that. Kemp Alderman on the Gold Mojo. 10 out of 10. We got a bookend break sponsored here by Cardlines Break. That is the Marlins. Kenny, you are banging it up. Yep, Jasper, we're on Pro Debut next, my friend. We got Aiden Miller. There's a Ralphie Velasquez for the Guardians. Jose, that puts the Guardians to 5. How about that out of 10? That was awesome. Kyle Teal for Boston. Dylan Cruz. Looks like Baltimore is going to get an autograph. Heston Kjerstad for the Orioles. William, congratulations. We got Moise Alou and the Brewers. Angel, you're going to get Josh Knopf on the purple to 99. Congrats, Angel. Absolute bangers. Kenny, you are doing fantastic in this break. Angel, Josh Knopf on the purple to 99. We got Jet Williams for the Mets on the refractor. Morales for Washington. Phil Niekro for the Braves. The Braves go to 4. The hit counter is jumping a little bit. We're up to 12. Alex Clemmy for Cleveland. The Guardians go to 6. We're up to 13. Roberto Alomar for Cleveland. Holy cow. The hit counter is going crazy. We're up to 14 now. Connor Norby for Baltimore. Roman Anthony for Boston. Colorado, we got Yankel Fernandez. We've got for Pittsburgh, Tamar Johnson on the Mojo. McGonigal for Detroit. Klesko for Atlanta. Atlanta has boomed up to 5 now. Rhett Lauder. Roderick Arias for the Yanks. Semi Stafura for the Reds. Jace Young. And Jacob Gonzalez for the White Sox for Jose to 199. Jose, congratulations on the White Sox to 199. There's Jacob Gonzalez again on the refractor for the White Sox. Hyu Lee for Detroit. Ricky Tiedemann, my guy, for Toronto. Drew Hackenberg for Atlanta. They go to 6, 1 behind. They were at 16. The Angels, how about a Zach Neto? The Angels go to 2. George Brett for Kansas City. Dustin Harris for Texas. That puts Texas to 3. We're up to 18 all of a sudden. Tom Seaver for the Mets on the royalty. Got a mosquito flying around me here. Spencer Jones on a purple for the Yankees. Serial number 2 out of 100. Congratulations, Kenny, on another one. I'm going not just under 100. I'm going on 100 fireworks as well because we got a lot of fireworks tonight. Spencer Jones to 100 for Kenny. Will Clark, Ty Madden, Brooks Robinson. Dustin Harris, Texas goes again. Texas goes to 4. Roman Anthony, Josh Knopf one more time. Carlton Fisk for Boston to 299. So we've got a Fisk to 199 and a Fisk for 299 for Jose. Congrats, Jose. There's Kirby Puckett on a refractor for the Twins. Larry Walker, Cole Young, Chase Dollander, Phil Rizzuto. And the White Sox are going to get another auto. Robin Ventura, along with the Frank Thomas and a couple Jacob Gonzalez numbered cards. Congratulations, Jose. You're having a good night as well. As Ryan Zimmerman and the A's, Catfish Hunter to 199. Crusade is great. I did underestimate the time a little bit because I forgot how much I was going to enjoy ripping them. J.D. Gonzalez for San Diego. There's Jacob again for the White Sox. Miguel Bly. Marcelo Meyer, both for Boston. There's Catfish again. Gavin Stone for the Dodgers. Spencer Jones on the Juggernauts for New York. And Cade Horton for the Cubs is going to be numbered to 250. 242 out of 250. Jose continuing a strong break here. We got Kirby Puckett on the Twins, Kate Horton for the Cubs, Baez for Houston. Another randomizer in Sagano. We got Mark Grace, Homer Bush, and Oakland. The A's spot going to continue to roll here. Zach Galoff, 119 out of 299 on the red for the A's. William, congrats again. The gold foil to 299. We got just a few left. There's Ty Floyd for Cincinnati on the refractor. Max Muncy, Texas. Rookie Evan Carter puts the Rangers to 5. Jack Morris for Detroit. Gavin Stone for the Dodgers. Rodriguez for the Mets. And again, back-to-back there. Hey, there we go, Angel. We're going to finish you off strong with a Squires. Jacob Mizorowski, the Miz. Hopefully the Cy Young winner this year for the AL, or for the NL, excuse me. And our last card is a mojo of Cam Collier for the Reds for Trent. Congratulations. All right, guys. So we've got some cards to randomize off. We got Sagano, Papa Bell. Sagano was, I didn't notice that was numbered, did I? Numbered to 299. So that's going to be, we're going to do a Leprechaun race, and that's going to be the first prize. And then I'm going to do them in kind of order here. So Sagano will be second, Papa Bell third, Sagano fourth, Papa Bell fifth. And then the number card will be the first prize. So you guys are going to get the first taste of our Leprechauns for the evening. There's 30 of you in there. We're going to clear it. We're going to run it for 19 seconds for Robin Yount, who didn't come up tonight, but that's all right. And here we go. It's hard to tell who's going to pull out of here. We got the Royals making a move. Here comes the Padres. All right, guys. Leprechauns, thank you so much. We'll see you all again soon. Sagano. Right. Citadel, that was awesome. Sagano to 299 went to the San Diego spot. And then after that, you've got Sagano going to the Atlanta spot. We got Cool Papa Bell going to Philly. Sagano going to Kansas City. And then Cool Papa Bell going to Boston. There we go. Congratulations to you guys winning those. And let's do a recap, and then we're going to slide into our pro debut, and hopefully I get through that quick enough to get on to some more spins. But I got us a little bit behind here, but that's all right. We've got a quick one tonight. We got Mizorowski, Galoff to 299, Kate Horton to 250, Catfish Hunter to 199, Robin Ventura auto, Fisk to 299, Spencer Jones to 100, Gonzalez to 199, Knopf to 99. Kerstad on the auto, out of 10 on the Kemp Alderman. Larry Walker to 199. Paul Skeens. Got a Javi Lopez on the 99. Valorio to 250. Eric Chavez auto. Paul Skeens rookie. Jackson Churio rookie. Mizorowski on the gray. 199 Taj Bradley and 49 Taj Bradley. Ivan Melendez to 250. Aiden Miller to 299. Frank Thomas auto. Gonzalez to 250, Jim Tomey to 299, Hoffman to 299, Dylan Cruz to 100, Joe DiMaggio to 49, Paul Skeens rookie, Paul O'Neill to 5, 3 out of 5. We had a 10 out of 10 and a 3 out of 5. Carlton Fisk to 199. We had a redemption for Boston. Hector Rodriguez to 250, Ebner Uribe to 299, Pete Crow. Colton Cowser to 250, Skeens on the rookie refractor, Kendall George to 199, and Jacob Berry on an auto. Fantastic. Quesadillas? Nice. That sounds good, actually. I had a leftover smash burger before I came on stream. So that's the next one coming up, guys. Thank you for everyone. Congrats to all the hits on that. Crusade is a ton of fun. Like I said, it's a very underrated product. I got to see my guy Ralphie. We pulled an out of 5. We pulled an out of 10. We pulled a Frank Thomas auto. Pretty good. Pretty darn good. Here's how we ended up on the hit counter, my friends. 20. And the Guardians won. So, Jose and Angel picked the Guardians. You guys got Leprechauns. Congrats. And then we had C. Porter, Jose, and William all got within 1 of 19, 20, or 21 for the hit counter. So 5 Leprechauns were earned in that break. Congratulations. You always have quesadillas when I'm streaming. Maybe I just bring the quesadilla fan out in you. I don't know. Kenny, that was a good break. Congrats. All right, guys. So congrats to the Leprechauns on there. I'm going to go ahead and transition to Pro Debut right away. We'll work on getting caught up a little bit. And then in between that and Topps Finest, we will do hopefully some more spins. I know you're not joking. That's awesome. And we'll have some more fun with that as well. If anyone wants to grab one of those collegiate products, I'm happy to put those up again. But as we get into Pro Debut, I have been just watching this box for a long time. And I finally decided we needed to rip it together. So it fit into tonight, and we're going to go. It's not going to be a ton of cards overall with just the one box, but we got 4 autos in here. And when we had a couple cases of these earlier this year, man, did they deliver some fun stuff for us. I do think I'm likely. I wish you could rip a pack. You can you have to find a way to pretend to rip it with me on here. There's our empty box. We hit some good stuff out of these. So hopefully we do the same. I'm going to go 1 pack at a time, basically. We've got the halfway point on the hit counter. We'll go through that. But Lou, hopefully I'm going to be calling your name out a lot. Good luck on the Braves and Diamondbacks. William on the Orioles. Lou, the Red Sox. Jose, the Cubbies. Jeffrey, the White Sox. Lou, the Reds, Guardians. Jose, the Rockies. Jasper with the Tigers. Lou, the Astros. Wyatt, the Royals. Brenda, the Angels. Lou, the Dodgers. Marlins, Brewers. Kenny, can he stay hot with the Twins? Jeremy, the Mets. Kenny with the Yanks and the A's. Lou, the Phillies. Bo with the Pirates. Lou, the Padres. Giants, Mariners. Jeffrey, the St. Louis Cardinals. And then Lou, the Rays, Rangers, Blue Jays, and Nationals. Guys, good luck to each and every one of you. On that hit counter, we're going teams again. We're going Tigers, Mariners, Twins, and Phillies. So you guys tell us which team is going to get the most cards in this break and what the total is going to be. Remember, it is only 1 box, so those numbers aren't going to be huge, but hopefully we get some good out of those teams and some other ones. So you guys tell us, Tigers, Mariners, Twins, or Phillies, who's going to get the most cards in this break and what the total number is going to be. At the halfway point, we will revisit that and give you a chance to update your predictions. And again, I'm just going to go pack by pack. Our first one is going to be for the Tulsa Drillers. It's Jackson Ferris. Higgins Smith for the White Sox. Etry Vargas for Miami. Yendry Morales for Washington. The Fireflies, that's And hopefully I'll remember all the teams on here. Aiden Smith, Cole Mathis for the Cubs. Lazaro Montez is a Mariner. So that's our first one I can confirm on the hit counter. The Mariners go to 1. Is Bryce Eldridge in this set? Yeah, I think you're right. Montez, Almeida, Seaver King, Colin Houck for the Mets. Charlie Condon for the Rockies. Carson Williams for Tampa Bay. And we've got our first one turned around. What is it going to be? It's out of 99, guys. 19 out of 99. Bryce Matthews for the Astros. Lou, there you go. It is a green foil Bryce Matthews out of 99 for Houston. Congratulations. And we got a sweet Legends Cliff Lee for Buffalo Bisons. That's Toronto. We got, these are my favorite cards. Oh, I thought this was the logo card. Michael Arroyo for the Everett Aqua Sox and the League Elites. That is the Mariners. So the Mariners go to 2. And oh, baby, the Chicago White Sox, Jeffrey C. How about a Ronnie Hernandez out of 5 on the red mini diamond? Ronnie Hernandez out of 5. That is a banger of a card right there for the Cannonballers. Annapolis Cannonballers, the White Sox. 1 out of 5. Right here on Card Lens Breaks. Love it. Smash that like button for that one, guys. Eduardo Tate for the Threshers. That is the Phillies. The Phillies go to 1, and then right behind it is a chrome Eduardo Tate for the Phillies. So the Phillies go to 2, tying up the Mariners. We've got Jared Sundstrom. Matt Shaw is a nice one for the Cubs. Chase Burns, a nice one for the Reds. Kyle Teal for the White Sox. And Griff O'Farrell for the Orioles. All right, so pack 1. No auto came out of that one yet, but a card to 99 and a chrome mini diamond to 5. Let's see what pack 2 can do for us. We got Cam Caminiti for the Braves. Caleb Bonnemer for the White Sox. Robert Calais, Grizzlies, that's the Rockies. Yafri Solano for the Marlins. Malcolm Moore, Hub City. Christopher Familia for the Renegades. Walker Jenkins for the Windsurge. That is the Twins. So the Twins go to 1, and we're at 5 on the hit counter. Oh, you do have a Bryce from this set? Nice. Is it a color or anything, or just a base Bryce? Dylan Dreiling for Hub City. Nick Montgomery for the Braves. Aiden Miller for Philadelphia. The Phillies go to 3. Cobb Hightower for the Padres. Sema Basayo for the Orioles. Esteban Mejia. Hey, Max is Hub City, Detroit. Or is it the Astros? Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing the Tigers on there. Travis Honeyman for the Redbirds. Texas, Cody Freeman. And we get into a X-Fractor, Ty Pete for the Mariners. So congrats, Lou. The Mariners are chunking away for us. Ty Pete on an X-Fractor. The Mariners go to 3. This is what I thought was the Aqua Sox one. Here's for the Orioles. William, these are one of my favorite cards of most sets. I love the mascot inserts or the logo inserts. I'm a sucker for any card that's got a logo. If it's a patch with a logo, it's even better. But that's awesome. So for the Orioles, William, congrats. And we got something turned around here. How about Eduardo Quintaro, Rancho Cucamonga Quakes? That's the Dodgers. Lou, you got an autograph to 199. Yeah, the logo cards, I love them. I love when you get a numbered logo card, too. It's sweet. Or an auto on the logo card. But Lou gets a Quintero to 199. Lou, congratulations. I don't know if Lou's on with us right now, but congrats, Lou. Ty Southacene for the Cubs. There's your guy, Rage. Right there, Bryce Eldridge for San Francisco. Congrats, Lou, on the Bryce Eldridge. Reed Trimmel for the Hammerheads. Max Clark. That is for sure a Tiger. So they go to 1, and we're at 8. Christopher Familia for the Yanks, I believe. And the Threshers. Carson DeMartini for the Phillies. They go to 4, and we're at 9. We got you. We got a Bryce representing for your Rage. How about that? Happy early birthday. You get to watch someone else get your favorite card. Ty Southacene, Santucci, Bryce Cunningham for the Yanks. Ty Pete, the Mariners continue to roll. They go to 4 on that. Aaron Parker for the Blue Jays. Griffin Burkhalter, the Phillies. Boy, the Phillies and the Mariners understood the challenge at hand. We're at 11 already. The Red Sox, Marvin Alcantara. Jay Bashirs for the Blue Wahoos, the Marlins. Cole Carrig for the Rockies. Cal DeBarge for the Mighty Muscles. That's the Twins. They go to 2. If he wants your credit autograph, nice. Gage Miller for the Sky Carp. Kalen Culpepper is for the Twins. They go to 3. JD Dix for Arizona. And we've got to 299, Blake Mitchell, Quad Cities, Kansas City. Kansas City is Wyatt. Wyatt, how about Blake Mitchell? 244 out of 299 on the purple foil. Congratulations, Wyatt. A Connor Griffin drafted for Pittsburgh. Bo, there we go. One of the hottest, I don't know if we call him a prospect anymore, but hottest prospects, for lack of better ways. Jose DuPaula for the Dodgers, and a blue chrome wave for Pittsburgh of Levi Sterling. That is 31 out of 75 on the blue wave for Pittsburgh. Bo, congratulations. We got that Connor Griffin, and now we've got that. Who was the $150 card you pulled out of Flagship, Rage? That's awesome. We're going to be getting after some Flagship next week. I'm excited for that. Hopefully we do well. The Orioles to 299. Almost a bookend break, guys. There, 298 out of 299. Luis Almeida on a auto. Purple auto for the Orioles. William, congrats. There you go. There we go. Almeida to 299 on the auto. Congratulations. Braden Taylor for Tampa Bay. Ryan Campos. God, this fly. Nick Morabito. We got Roman Anthony for the Red Sox. Cole Fontenelle from the Trash Pandas. That's the Angels. And Blake Mitchell again for the Royals. All right, guys. So that is half a box. But we got 13 on the hit counter for those. So you guys tell me. I'm going to take a quick drink of water. You're going to have to do a quick turnaround on your predictions here. Get those predictions in, guys. We've got, right now, the Phillies at 5, the Mariners at 4, the Tigers 1, and the Twins 3. I would probably rule out the Tigers if I were you and focus on one of their teams, but tell us which team is going to get the most cards in this break and what the total is going to be. Max Clark is a good rookie. All right. So, Max, when you get a second, close up the hit counter. You guys get those predictions in, and we'll see how you all do. You guys got bonus time here because Max just came over to pick up more cards. Get those predictions in before he closes them on you. Now we got George Worklow for the White Sox. Let me get that a little bit closer there. Braylon Payne. That's our first Brewer, I think. Lou. Nick McLean. There's a Connor Griffin for the Pirates. All right. Lynn for the Reds. Nick Kurtz for the A's. We got Christian Campbell for Boston. John Spikerman for Philadelphia. The Phillies now open their lead up to 2. They go to 6. We're at 14. Luis Baez is the Astros. Kevin Hidalgo, the Rockies. Christian Moore, the Angels. Excuse me. Yermi Cabrera, Cub City. Chase Burns for the Reds. Cal Teal for the White Sox. Griffo Farrell for the Orioles. Eddie Rinder for the Pirates. And we've got Colson Montgomery on the League Elites for the White Sox. So Jeffrey C., congrats. Nick Mitchell for the Lynchburg Hillcats. Theron Lorenzo for the Tigers. The Tigers go to 2. We're at 15. Skycarp, Thomas White for the Marlins. Brendan Sproat for the Mets. We got Drew Beam for Kansas City. Dante Nori for the Threshers. That's Philly. They go to 7. Thanks for asking. My day today, Rage, was actually very productive. It was a good day. I hope yours was as well. How's school going for you? Dust Devils, Flores. We're at 16 right now, guys, on the hit counter with the Phillies in a strong 3-point lead. Jonathan for the Mets, Luciano for the Diamondbacks, Hasak Jeng for the Dodgers, Sean Keys for the Blue Jays. There's Bryce McCage for the Brewers, Ledesma for the Rockies, Cole Messina for the Rockies, Max Clark for the Tigers. The Tigers go to 3, and we're at 17. Kadeem Dia for the Twins. The Twins go to 4. We're at 18. Straight A's. Love it. Keep it up, man. Kadeem Dia, Roman Anthony. Nate Nankiel for the Lugnuts. That's the A's. Blake Mitchell. Campos for the Cardinals. And we've got turned around to 175 for the Spokane Indians. That is the Rockies' Cole Carrig. So congratulations, Jose. Cole Carrig, 27 out of 175 on the fan glitter, I think this one's called. Yeah, that's a big turn. Going from think you're going to flunk to an A. That's solid work there. There's a drafted of Chase Burns. And again, I love these cards. Chase DeLauder for the Guardians. Lou, congrats. That's sweet. Seaver King to 150 on a blue chrome for the Nationals. Lou, there we go. Seaver King to 150. And then turned another number card right away for Seattle. Lou, it's Montez again. I'm going to put some fireworks on early for you. 15 out of 50 on a gold auto for the Mariners. Lou, Lazaro Montez on an auto to 50. That is the type of stuff we wanted out of this set. There we go, Lou. Lazaro Montez. The gold auto, 15 out of 50 for the Everett Aqua Sox. That's awesome, Lou. Congratulations. So happy to pull that one for you. The Mariners go to 5. Oh, you had a dentist? I had a dentist appointment tomorrow. Rage, we have like everything in common this week. Theo Gillen, Chris Santos, Billy Amick for the Twinkies. The Twins go to 5, putting us at 20. Carson Bench for the Mets, McLean for the White Sox, and Luis Baez. All right, we are on to our last pack here, my friends. Let's get a banger out of here. What do you say? We're going to start out with a hit counter. Carson DeMartini for the Phillies. They re-extend their lead up to 8. We're at 21. Luis Morales for the Lugnuts. Ryan Stafford for the Orioles. Levi Sterling for the Pirates. The Tigers, Carson Rucker. So the Tigers go to 4. And we're at 22. Jesus Mate for the Brewers. We'll take that one. Congratulations to Lou on the Brewer spots. It's a base, but it's still a Jesus Mate. We got Henry Ramos for the Royals. Spencer Nivens for the Royals. Dylan Head for Miami. Xander Muth for the Pirates. Andrew Painter. Philadelphia goes to 9. We're at 23. Holy smokes. We had Kenny went with 27. Kenny, I think your guess, you were onto something. Asbel Gonzalez for the Naturals. Northwest Arkansas. That is not the Tigers, I'm pretty sure. Travis Sikora for the Nationals. Nick Mitchell for the Hillcats. Jeremy Rodriguez for the Mets. Casey Cook for Hub City. We got Walker Jenkins, a Twin. They go to 6. Congrats to Kenny on the Twin spots. We do have one more turned around. Is this going to be one last auto? It is. How about Braylon Doty for the Guardians? Lou. Braylon Doty on an auto. Congrats, Lou. We did have one more auto left for us. The Guardians. Knocking down an auto for Lou. Lou, congrats. That is Marty. What's up, Marty? Welcome in, man. There is the Tortugas, Bernard Moon, Ben Hess for the Yankees, Enrique Hernandez for the Bravos, Kevin Adaldo for the Rockies, Christian Moore for the Angels, and our last card, Yermi Cabrera from Hub City, is going to do it. All right. So here we go. We'll do a recap. We'll talk about the hit counter, and we will get into some more stuff. So let's first look at the hit counter. We ended up at 24 with the Phillies winning it. So Rage and Angel, you guys both had the Phillies. Congrats. Leprechaun earned. And Fanny ended up with 22. Fanny, congratulations. You were the closest to 24. So you got a Leprechaun. So only 3 Leprechauns earned in that one. We can do better on Topps Finest. I'm sure of that. Let's do a recap of the box. We did to get the Braylon Doty auto. Jesus Made. Banger of the break, probably Lazaro Montes on an auto. 15 out of 50 for Lou. Seaver King to 150. Cole Carrick was to 175. Luis Almeida was to 299 on the auto. Levi Sterling to 75. Connor Griffin. Blake Mitchell to 299. Quintero on the Chrome Auto to 199. Ty Pete on an X-Fractor. Second banger of the break to 5. The red to 5. I love pulling reds and oranges. Red to 5. Hernandez for the White Sox. And then Bryce Matthews was 299, along with some other really great stuff coming out of that box. Oh, I love Pro Debut. Thank you guys for giving me a reason to rip that with you. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, do not forget, hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed, especially on YouTube. Help me hit that 10,000 subscriber goal by the end of the year. And then, as I mentioned earlier, don't forget now, if you go to our website and you make sure you sign up your account, signing up for the newsletter is going to get you points. Liking and subscribing and following us on our social channels is going to earn you points. Sharing things, posting things, buying things is going to earn you points. Our Cardlines loyalty program is live. Go get your points. Start out on social and move from there. As we go to our schedule, I got us pretty much right back on. Actually, I got us ahead of schedule on there this time. So we're going to be starting up our final break, Finest, in just a few moments. For now, though, let's have a little fun and see if we can spin the wheel a little bit, maybe even sell some sealed packs. So what I'm going to do, hopefully you guys are still hearing me okay. I got a little ding ding on my computer. I think we're still all right. You have permission to put the Cardlines logo on your PFP. Depending on what PFP, which PFP thing you're talking about, yeah, we're fine with it. Put the logo on there. Let's get the schedule off and let's get the wheel up. And we got time to get a couple spins rolling here. So here we go. We're doing $5 spins again tonight. There are 73 more prizes left to win. Oh, Bryce Eldridge. 73 more prizes left to win. $5 is going to get you a spin. I'm looking over here, guys. We've got a sealed soccer box, a sealed hobby basketball box, a sealed Revolution Blaster box. We've got lots of different packs. We've got mystery packs. We've got lots of players, some slabs, all for $5 as an opening bid. Kenny says, let's see what we got here. Had good luck in the breaks, Kenny. Let's see if we can get you something here. Thank you very much. Again, we appreciate you. Here we go. What you got, Kenny? Those are, I did not bring those over. So we're going to remove that, Kenny, and you're going to get a spin again. Because I don't know what happened to the UFC lots. A Minecraft lot. Kenny, if you or anyone you know is a Minecraft fan, again, it's one of those, I'm not as versed on the values of these versus others, but you're getting a big old chunk of Minecraft cards, and hopefully there's some good value or collector in there from you. We've got, it's 3 team bags full of Minecraft. There is some chrome in there. couple different type of color, base stuff, different characters, some of the welcome from cards and things like that. So you got 3 big old team bags of Minecraft cards for that spin on the wheel. Thank you for playing along. So far, guys, I would say nothing on this wheel. I don't think anything on the wheel is bad, but I don't think we've hit anything big yet either. So one of these spins, I'm feeling like we're going to get one of those sealed boxes or something. So let's see if we can do it. Angel's feeling like the odds are ever in his favor. Angel, appreciate you. Let me get the spinner back up there. Let's see what we can do here, Angel. Brandon Miller in an NBL pack. All right, Angel, my guy, here we go. Get that off. And so, first of all, we got a Topps Chrome NBL sealed pack. Let me know if you want to. You didn't even know they had Minecraft cards? Oh, they got cards for everything now, Kenny. Let me know, Angel, if you want me to rip it. You got it. And the lot was a Fearless Refractor. Brandon Miller. Again, he did win Rookie of the Year. So that's pretty sweet. A Fearless Refractor. You've got a Panini Rookie Brandon Miller. That's a sweet silhouette card. A Brandon Miller Topps Finest parallel from this year. And a Brandon Miller Topps Chrome Refractor. So 2 rookies and a couple of nice Topps Chrome parallels of that Brandon Miller. And then, I don't know, maybe one of those autos out of this NBL is just waiting for you. What do we got on this one? We got Owen Foxwell, excuse me. Matt Kenyon, Craig Sword, and Matt Hurt. So if any of those guys are in your PC, they're coming your way. The bonus of that was really the Brandon Miller rookies on there. So thanks, Angel, and congrats on that. Appreciate you spinning the wheel. We've got a couple more minutes here, I think, because we got back on time. We'll run the wheel. And curious while I run this auction, if anyone is interested at all in the Georgia Tech Collegiate Baseball Blaster, if you want to get after some Drew Burris, if you're interested in Florida or Penn State blaster boxes, let me know. I'm happy to run one of those up there. We're running those at $15 for the boxes of those. Pretty good deal. If we get any more spins, I do feel like we got to get something big here. We've had some of the smaller lots going so far. I'll run one more. And if not, I'll put those sealed products up. And then if we don't go to those, then we'll get on to the break. Kenny says sure. Kenny's excited about Minecraft. Kenny, we have one more Minecraft lot. It would be probably not great, but fitting if you got that. There we go. Thanks, Kenny. Let's see if we can get on the spin. We do have Pokemon. Hey, a NFL score and an all Madden pack. Where did I have those guys? Here we go. We've got on this one. This will be fun. We've got. Let me get the wheel off. And we've got a mega box pack of Score and a all Madden 1992 action pack with the Rays stamping. Absolutely love those cards. Let's see. Oh, did you, Kenny? I ripped it. Is it okay? I didn't ask you rip or ship. I have a sealed one. Shipped? Okay. Well, I have another one. So you're going to get the sealed one, and you're going to get the opened one because I did not wait. So let's see what you did get in the open one, and I'm going to send you the shipped one. You got a Will Howard, Phil Maffa, Talik Williams, Kyron Williams, Garrett Wilson, Fisk, Derrick Henry, Chris Boswell, Jared Goff, Jaden Daniels, Tucker Kraft, and Buda Baker. And I apologize. I did not wait for you to tell me to rip or ship. So you get that pack for free. You get the sealed pack, and you get the All Madden pack coming your way, my friend. Thank you for taking a spin on the Card Lines wheel tonight. All right, guys. Do we have another spin in us, or are we ready for Topps Finest? No, thank you, Kenny. Again, sorry I didn't wait for you to tell me. But I suppose banker in your favor that I didn't wait for you. Angel says, let's do it. Well, Rage, again, I can't give you a spin. Well, I could spin the wheel for you, but since we still don't officially have an address for you, we have nowhere to ship it, my man. All right. Angel, thank you. But I'll do an honorary spin for you in a second, if you'd like. Hey, you got a slab, Angel. There we go. Where did I put that guy? He didn't turn out to be as big of a rookie as some thought he would from that class, but let me clear that up so I can show you the slab you got. An RJ Barrett CGC 10. It's a Flux Hyper Prism. RJ Barrett Gem Mint 10. Not bad when you can get a slab for a $5 spin. We'll take that one, right, Angel? And Angel, guess what? You get a bonus too because I messed up with that lot. Now it will be broken up. So if there's one more score in Madden lot, that if it spins, I don't have the other score pack with me. So Angel, banker in your favor, you get the other Madden pack from that score pack. So thanks for supporting us. And there you go. All right. Of course, man. Of course. All right. Do we have one more spin in us? Or more? I'll go as long as you guys want to go, but I don't want to keep anyone from the final break either. Oh yeah, we got Rage's spin. Yep. All right, Rage. Let me give it to. Let me finish this auction and then I'll do your spin for you. All right, Rage. We're spinning for you. Let's see. So you're gonna win the hobby box, and then you're gonna wish that you'd given us your address. You would want a Card Lines WWE pack. It looks like that's one of our mystery packs and his WWE cards. That's fun. Well, all right, I'll open it. I'll play along. You guys can be in there. Here we go. All right, so you got, you guys tell me if anyone follows WWE. I haven't watched in a long time. I know, like, Jake the Snake Roberts and all those guys. Dexter Loomis. You got Damian Priest on the cracked ice. Alba Fire. Brooks Jensen on the green prism. Dana Brooke on the silver prism. Danny Luna on the red and blue rookie. Dion Lennox is to 150. We've got a little commemorative coin here of Joey Mercury. That's pretty sweet. Coffee Kingston. Dragon Lee on the rookie. Dominic Mysterio on the orange shock. Dexter Looms on the red and blue. Channing Stacks Lorenzo. Ivar. Almost on the green. Top Dollar on the cracked ice. And Big E on the Chronicles. There it is. There it is, guys. All right. Throw another spin up, see if anyone wants to hit it. All right. And so I'm going to take the spinner off. I'm going to go through and see, again, for those of you, if you didn't hop in earlier, here we go. This is, again, Georgia Tech collegiate license. This is licensed with Georgia Tech and their players. You got Drew Burris, Von Lockey, 2 first-round draft picks this year are in this set. There's 40 cards in the blaster and pretty good odds potentially pulling an auto or a blackout parallel. They have some other ones. They have a card very similar to a downtown. So if you guys are interested in a Georgia Tech blaster, I'm gonna run it at $15. I'm just curious in the chat, guys. Let me know, had any of you heard of On It Athlete? Right now, the collegiate NIL world is exploding, and so you're going to see more and more of the stuff, and it's actually pretty cool stuff. But I'm just curious if any of you guys had heard of this at all. But again, we've got Penn State with Drew Aller, the cover boy, and a couple other really good ones here. This is their Gravity product. There's like an example of one of the type of cards. They're pretty cool. It's really cool. They're a great company. Like I said, we're excited to be going into a partnership with them. We're going to be supporting and sponsoring On It activity. We're going to be selling On It products, including their new releases coming out. They've got a new mixed college football product coming out, along with the team breaks, baseball. They even have things like the University of Hawaii volleyball, Nebraska wrestling. But they've got all sorts of sports, and they're continue to explode. And from what I understand, Topps is not doing a Bowman Chrome U anymore, as far as I know. Maybe, I don't know, that's not validated yet, but I heard that they're just kind of pulling all that stuff into their other sets in Bowman. So, besides the like Panini NIL products, this is going to be one of the premier ones out there. And again, they license with the schools and the players. So it's pretty sweet. So no takers on that, and I'll just put up again, Florida University as well is another one I've got on hand if anyone wants to grab a blaster for $15. Kind of hard to find blaster boxes for less than 20 or 25 these days as well. So it's a good value on there. If you guys are interested, we'll be pimping those for a while. So I don't have any Kansas, actually. That's a great question, though, Rage. No Kansas. All right, so let's get into our final break. And then once we get done with our final break and we deal with the hit counter and all that sort of stuff, if you guys are interested in more spins of the wheel, we can certainly do so. There's 4 Topps Finest mega boxes. Let me get our list up there. All right. So we're break number 1270. We're going to get into 4 Topps Finest. They have other schools besides Kansas. Well, there is a Kansas basketball. I just don't have any Kansas product from them. But Kansas does have, they are licensed with On It, and they do have a basketball product. I just haven't, we haven't distributed basketball yet. We focused on some baseball because of the draft, and then football because of college season coming out. So for this break, Angel, thank you and good luck on the Diamondbacks. We got Clint on the Braves, Dustin the Orioles, Paul the Red Sox and the Cubbies, Joshua the White Sox, Dustin the Reds, Aaron the Guardians, James the Rockies, Trent the Tigers, Dustin the Astros, Joseph with the Royals, Phil the Angels, Kyle the Dodgers, Paul the Marlins, Phil the Brewers, Kenny with the Twins, Phil has Phil has the Mets and Yankees, Kenny the A's, Phil the Phillies and Pirates, Colin the Padres, Phil the Giants, Colin the Mariners, Michael the Cardinals, Thomas the Rays, James D the Rangers, and then Paul L has the Blue Jays and the Nationals. Guys, once again, thank you all so very much for buying into this break and all 3 of our breaks tonight. We appreciate your support. All dollars spent on tonight's breaks, by the way, are eligible for loyalty points if you had a loyalty account set up. So I'm going to pimp that one more time. Make sure when you get a chance, go to cardlines.com. Make sure you set up an account. All it takes is, name, phone number, things like that. Sign up for our newsletter, which is completely free. Nothing costs money to set up the loyalty account or to sign up for our newsletter. But then once you're a loyalty member, things like sharing on our socials and stuff like that are going to earn you points. And buying into our breaks, buying products and all that stuff is going to earn you points as well. So for those of you who had active accounts, your purchases for tonight's breaks or live shows racking up points for you. And moving forward, I can't wait to see how you guys use some of those loyalty points. The other things we have as well is you can actually buy into the higher tiers. And when you do that, it comes with perks. Like the first one that you can buy in for $4.99 a month. And that gets you increased point capture up to 1.1 points per dollar. But also it gets you a pack of penny sleeves a month. And we're going to start doing drawings for a month for sealed boxes. So that first level, if you buy into that, it's going to get you into those drawings to get you a pack of sleeves. The next tier up is going to get you a pack of cards and a pack of sleeves and into that drawing, and so on and so forth. So check that all out. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, either at info@cardlines.com or jeff@cardlines.com, and we'll talk about it. All right, so good luck, guys. Thank you, and congrats on the spots. And let's talk about the hit counter as well. Can I hook you up with some free Kansas cards? Well, again, I don't have any on hand right now, so I can't hook you up with any. I will definitely be looking at Kansas as a school that we supply from. And if we do that, maybe we can talk about that question when I actually have some cards from them. But also, if you haven't checked out check out the video of Jesse interviewing Evan as well. It's interesting talking about, you know, that the way they have to go and license both with the schools and with the players. But then also, you know, he's like, so a school may be on board, but, you know, some of the players may not want to be in the set. You know, some of them may be thinking they want to be part of a Topps product or things like that. But it's pretty cool that a lot of the college athletes are pretty excited about anywhere they can get their likeness on cards. But pretty excited about how, ooh, there's a big name right there. Pretty excited about how they can have some of their first cards in there. And for some of us that, you know, like to hunt the prospects and things like that, On It is going to really represent some of these people's first cards. So think about, like, sometimes the value of the first Bowman. Well, if you get an autograph of them from On It, their collegiate card, that's going to be pretty sweet. Oh, you did see that? That's awesome, Reed. I appreciate that. All right, so the hit counter, I've been talking about that. The hit counter on this one, guys, is Blue Jays, Cardinals, Orioles, and Angels. So once again, you got a chance to win a couple leprechauns. All you got to do is tell us which of these teams is going to get the most cards in this 4-box break, as well as what the total number of all 4 cards is going to be. If you get the team correct, you get a leprechaun running in your name. And if you get the total correct, within one in either direction, you are also going to get a leprechaun running in your name. And those leprechauns are going to run for some free packs on your behalf at the conclusion of this third break. So here we go. Pick your team and give us a total of all 4 together, and we will revisit that at the halfway point. All right. First off, we're going to start off right away with what could be the MVP, Pete Crow Armstrong. So for the Cubbies, Paul, congratulations on a Pete Crow right away. Topps Finest are pretty sweet. I like the Topps Finest set. Nolan McLean is a good rookie for the Mets, Phil. And Kazumu Akamoto, a rookie for the Blue Jays, Paul. So the Blue Jays, by the way, are the first ones to get on the hit counter. Going to 1. Yordan Alvarez for the Astros. And look at that, guys. It is not guaranteed, but we got a numbered auto to 150 for the San Diego Padres. Congratulations, Colin. 38 out of 150. Sung Moon Song on an auto, a blue chrome auto to 150. How about it, guys? First box, we pull an auto out of it. Love it. Congratulations, Colin. That is awesome. We got the Arrivals, Carson Williams for the Rays. That's a pretty sweet one, Thomas. Francisco Lindor for the Mets. And there's Bobby Witt Jr. I'm actually going to... Give me a second here. I think that Carson Williams, a parallel rookie out of Finest, probably needs to get a little taken care of there for you. There you go. How about Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals? Joseph, congrats. Christian Yelich for the Brewers, Phil. Jackson Merrill for the Padres. Luis Robert Jr. for the Mets. And there's another Yelich. It's a Yelich mini diamond. Not numbered, but a pretty sweet Yelich nonetheless, Phil, for the Brewers. For the Phillies, we got Justin Crawford, rookie. Wyatt Langford for the Rangers. Ketel Marte for the Diamondbacks. Tetsuya Imai, rookie for Houston. Congratulations to Dustin on that one. Great young pitcher for the Astros. How about a Kevin McGonigal for Detroit, Trent? The world's finest, Byron Buxton. Now, it's USA uniform, but we go to his connected team, which is the Twins. So congrats, Kenny, on that one. Byron Buxton parallel. Got Kyle Schwarber for the Phillies. Harry Ford for Washington. Congrats, Paul. Roman Anthony for Boston. Congrats, Paul, again. Marty's got Juan Soto for the Mets. And there we go for the Brewers. Mizrachi on a rookie refractor. Congratulations, Phil. That's an awesome card right there. We'll take that and more for the crew. And how about a Imai refractor mini diamond for the Astros? Dustin. Super cool cards back to back there. There's Salvi Perez for the Royals. Cam Schlittler, rookie for the Yanks, is a good one. Phil. Another Kevin McGonigal. So you got a base, and I think that one McGonigal must have been, yeah, that's the common. The other McGonigal was a rare. And how about another Jacob Mizrachi? What a box! An auto, 2 Mizrachis. Some other numbered stuff. And boy, we're not even halfway through this box. There's Cam Schlittler on the Arrivals refractor. Phil, killing it right now. This is a great box. Great retail. That's the one I saw earlier I got excited about. Finest timeline, Shohei for the Dodgers, Kyle. Congratulations. And crazy enough, the Cardinals, Orioles, and Astros have not come out yet. Great one for the Shohei there. There's Ronald Acuna Jr. Hey, there's an Oriole. Rookie Samuel Basayo. So for the Orioles, Dustin, they go to 1 on the hit counter. We're at 2 now. Sal Stewart is a nice one for the Reds, Dustin. Young-Ho Lee for the Giants. Jonathan Randa for Tampa Bay on the uncommon. Cody Bellinger on an uncommon sparkle. Little mini diamond action there for Belly Bombs for the Yankees. There's Yamamoto for the Dodgers. Owen Cassie, rookie for Miami. Christian Moore, the Angels, get on the board. Congrats to the Angels spot, Phil. I'm pretty sure I saw Kansas, but if you want to fact check me, be my guest. Mason Miller on the uncommon. Kyle Schwarber for the Phillies. Phil, congrats. Top's finest, team finest, Tarek Skubal for Detroit. He is now, of course, with the Dodgers, but Trent, congrats on that one. Vladdy Guerrero Jr. for the Blue Jays. Aaron Judge. I think anytime we get a show here, a Judge Chrome card, we still got to take care of it. Congrats to the Yankees, Phil. There's George Springer for the Blue Jays. Rafi Devers. Jonah Tong on a rookie blue to 150 for the Mets. Phil, congratulations. 112 out of 150 on the Jonah Tong. And then we got Ketel Marte for the Diamondbacks. All in the sparkle. All right, getting into box 2, guys. Box 1, what a box. Wow. There's Ketel Marte, Carlos Correa for Houston. For the Brewers, you got Brandon Sproats. Roman Anthony on an uncommon rookie for Boston. Paul, congrats. Gunnar Henderson for the Orioles. The Orioles go to 2. Congrats to Dustin on that one. We got Nolan McLean on the arrivals for the Mets. Congrats, Phil. They do. See, there you go, Rage. I wouldn't steer you wrong. I got no reason to do that. Roman Anthony for Boston. Juan Soto. Murakami for the White Sox, Joshua. Oh, have we not gotten a Cardinal yet? Max, do we have a Cardinal over there? Did I miss one? I don't think we do. It's Murakami on it. We'll hold on, Rage. We'll get some Kansas, and then you can go to our website, buy from us, and set up your loyalty account. Chase Burns for the Reds. Mookie Betts to 75 on the purple for the Dodgers. What a cool card that is. Congratulations, Kyle. Mookie Betts, 33 out of 75. For Los Angeles Dodgers. Jack Caglianone. Guys, this is a great set of boxes. We're still in halfway through box 2 here. Jackie C for the Royals. Joseph, he's a big card collector as well. Young Hooley. Another Kevin McGonigal. I've been top loading all of him, so I got to top load this one as well. Congrats to the Tiger spot, Trent. How about our third Jacob Mizorowski rookie for the Brewers? Phil, killing it, man. I'm top loading heavy, but that's okay. Top's Finest is awesome. There's Byron Buxton and a Shohei Ohtani. Got even base Chrome and Finest cards of Shohei are like $3 to $5 cards. So you got a base Shohei, Kyle, but it's probably a $5 card. Congrats. Junior Caminero for the Rays. Christian Moore for the Angels. The Angels go to 2. We're at 5 now on the hit counter. Sel Stewart for the Reds. Matt Olson for the Braves. Paul Skeens for the Pirates. Phil, congrats. JJ Weatherholt. And that is the rare version. Weatherholt for the Cardinals on a rare. Congratulations to Michael on that one. And that is our first Cardinal of the break. JJ Weatherholt on the rookie rare. We got Kyle Tucker for the Dodgers, the embattled Dodger. Kyle Tucker for Kyle. And look at this, JJ Weatherholt's coming out to play now. The Cardinals go to 2. We're at 7 on that counter. We got Cade Horton. Mizorowski on the uncommon. That is our 4th Miz in 2 boxes, guys. Great return for Phil here. And look at this. Kyle Teal is out of 30. 27 out of 30. I love it. Kyle Teal, 27 out of 30 for Chicago. Joshua K, congratulations, Kyle Teal out of 30. 27 out of 30. And a Shohei Team Finest refractor. Kyle, I am top loading every other card right now, you guys. This is awesome. Oh, Rage, don't start talking about overreacting on Mizorowski. You're going to get in my doghouse doing stuff like that. And we're going to pull another one just to spite you, Rage. Where's your Bryce now? Where's Bryce hanging out, Rage? We got Jacob coming to play. Phil, congratulations. Another one, a Finest Miz. Is Rafi Devers, Owen Cassie, Manny Machado, Corey Seager, Jacob deGrom on the refractor for Tejas. For the Reds, how about an Ellie De La Cruz on the uncommon? Miz is putting Bryce to shame right now in this product, though. Rage. Oh, there he is! Look at that! You bought Bryce Eldridge. There he is for San Francisco, Phil. Congrats. Dylan Beavers for the Orioles. The Orioles go to 3. George Springer for the Blue Jays. Oh, you know what? I missed the Springer. So the Blue Jays actually jumped from 1 to 3 right now because there's a Vladdy Guerrero Jr. and then there was 2 George Springers so far. So the Blue Jays, Paul, you're at 3 on them now. Sandy Alcantara for the Marlins. Bo Bichette was a Blue Jay, but he's a Met now. JJ Weatherholtz giving us some style here on the arrivals for the Cardinals, Michael. And the Cardinals go to 3, putting us at 11 on the hit counter. How about Jackson Chourio for the Crew? Bryce versus Miz battles. I'm in for that. Colson Montgomery rookie. Nolan Arenado for the Diamondbacks for Angel. Angel, there you go. Kyle Karros, Eric Karros' son for the Rockies. Carson Benj on the uncommon rookie for the Mets, Phil. And our last card is going to be Connor Early on the rookie mini diamonds for the Red Sox, Paul. So guys, that was 2 boxes. That was an incredible 2 boxes. We got an auto out of our first 2 boxes. We've got 5 Mizorowskis and 4 Shoheis, a bunch of other stuff. Why do you hate Kyle Karros? Just don't like his dad, or don't like him, or I don't know anything about him, so I can't speak much to Kyle Karros. I know Karros was a long-time Dodger favorite. So we're at 11 through the halfway point right now, guys. So you need to, while I get these boxes open, you guys need to lock in your hit counter predictions. So the halfway point, we got to 11, and everyone's locked up there. It's hard to say who's going to take this right now. I would have said the Orioles were the favorite from the start, but I don't know right now. So you guys tell us how you think it's going to go down. There's empty box. And if you pick the correct team, you're going to get a leprechaun in your name. And if you pick the total number, so again, we're at 11 through the halfway point. So that would put us on pace. If you're doing the napkin math right now, that would put us on pace to end at 22. So you might want to update your hit counter predictions. If you were below like 15, you're going to want to update that. If you're above 15, you might want to stick with it, or you might want to update it. Bucks. Ooh, that's a parrot. So you had season tickets. Ah, that's right, because you're from the Colorado area. So, McMahon and Arcia would throw over, but Karros wouldn't throw balls over? So how many, if you had season tickets, how many balls did you manage to get thrown over to you? Assuming you got more than one. Did they ever autograph them before they sent them over? That is pretty sweet. My boys would love if we had season tickets. The only challenge being I don't have the time to go to season games here for the Brewers. And unfortunately where we live, we're like a good 35 to 40 minute drive away from the Brewers games. So it's not as easy for us to get to all the games. But we try to get to some. So you got a lot. And then Karros came in and Karros just flipped you off and said, no way. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry to hear that. I would have a beef with him too if he wasn't throwing me balls or throwing my kids balls. So I get it. All right, guys, make those hit counter predictions. Lock them in. Max, close it up when you get a sec. Here we go for box 3. The Angels are going to put one on the board, and everyone's going to be tied at 3 now. We're at 12 with Zach Neto on the rookie. We got Max Fried, Drew Gilbert for the Giants on the rookie. Jose Ramirez, Jose Altuve. Another Gunnar Henderson for the Orioles. So the Orioles regain the lead going to 4. The hit counter's flying right now. Corbin Carroll for the Diamondbacks. Kyle Teal, rookie for the White Sox. Nick Kurtz. Bubba Chandler on the rookie for the Pirates. Phil. Oh, yeah, hard to move Rockies tickets these days. Jackson Holiday for the Orioles on the rare. And the Orioles now go to 5, open up a 2-point lead. Jackson Merrill on the mini diamonds for the Padres. Congrats, Colin. Giancarlo Stanton, Cole Young, rookie for the Mariners. Junior Caminero for the Rays. Mike Trout for the Angels. Angels go to 4. We're at 15 now. Edgar Caro on the uncommon for the White Sox. And a timeless for the Cubs, Bryant. Finest timeline. That's got a gold to it. Did the show have a gold to it? Yeah, it did. I was like, for a second, it's like, ooh, do we have a numbered card? That's pretty sweet for the Cubs, though. Congratulations, Paul, on that one. There's J-Rod for the Mariners. We got Roki Sasaki for the Dodgers. Garrett Crochet for the Red Sox. Drake Baldwin, your Rookie of the Year for the Braves. And this one's going to be numbered to 250. Jose Corniel for the Rangers. James D, congrats. Congrats, my man. Been a quiet night for you. It is 95 out of 250 on the pink mini diamonds. Super cool there. Congrats. And right behind that, we got a Colson Montgomery for the White Sox for Joshua. Nolan Arenado. There's Rage's favorite player more than Bryce Eldridge, Cal Caros. And Connor Griffin for the Pure Tates. Phil, congrats. Alex Bregman for the Cubbies. Finest timeless, Kirby Puckett. Team finest, J-Rod for the Mariners, Colin. Gunnar Henderson for the Orioles. The Orioles now go to 6 on the hit counter. We're at 16. How about a Trey Savage for the Blue Jays? Paul, congrats. From what I understand, I only got to watch like half of Marty the other night, but it sounds like it was a Trey Savage kind of night. Angel, if you're still hanging out, I think we got like 2 big Trey Savage hits, and you had them, didn't you? Garcia for the Pirates on the rookie. Jacob deGrom. There is Christopher Sanchez on the rare for Philadelphia. Congrats to Phil. Randy Rosarina for the Mariners. Colin, congrats. That is an uncommon mini diamond refractor. We got Kyle Tucker. Justin Verlander. Joe Ryan. Tatis on the uncommon for the Padres. This is our 3rd or 4th World's Finest Gunnar Henderson refractor. That's pretty crazy. But the Orioles go to 7. We're at 18. Bubba Chandler on the rookie arrivals for Pittsburgh. Congrats, Phil. Super hard question. We got O'Neal Cruz, Connor Early rookie. Mason Wynn, Colby Thomas. Garrett Cole on the uncommon for the Yanks, Phil. And Akamoto for the Blue Jays. So that puts the Blue Jays to 5. And we're at 19 on the hit counter as we get into our final box. I'm just going to go pack by pack because we're good on time. Jacob deGrom, Connor Griffin for the Pirates. Congratulations, Phil. You got another Pete Crow Armstrong for the Cubs. Oh, he just hit... oh, Devers hit a splash? That's awesome. Nolan McLean for the Mets on a rookie. Salvi Perez on the uncommon, and Max Fried for the Yankees. another Gunnar Henderson one. There's Alex Bregman. There's Pete Alonso for the Orioles. The Orioles are walking away with this now. They're up to 8. We're at 20. Fernando Tatis, J-Rod, Roki Sasaki, and like I said, another Gunnar Henderson finest. That is our, I think, 5th of those, at least 4th. And the Orioles go to 9. The Orioles have opened up a 4-point lead over the Angels. It looks like the Orioles are going to walk away with this one. There is Ellie De La Cruz. Jackie C. Jack Caglianone. Rookie for the Royals. Joseph, congrats. I might have missed the Blue Jay. Probably did miss a Blue Jay. I think we're going to blow past everyone on the count anyways, but I'll try and adjust that at the end if we see it, or if it affects anyone. Giancarlo Stanton. Cole Young, rookie. Corbin Carroll on the rare for the Diamondbacks. Angel, there you go. And then Drew Gilbert's on the mini diamond refractor for the Giants for Phil. Y'all know Bryce is a better player than Jack. Could be. Tarek Skubal. Corbin Carroll. You got Kyle Teal on the rookie. How about an uncommon Sal Stewart for the Reds? Congratulations to Dustin on the Sal Stewart uncommon for the Reds. Kyle Schwarber for the Phillies on the finest. And Chase DeLauder on the arrivals for the Guardians. Aaron. Bryce Harper for the Phils. Jacob Wilson for the A's. And Angel, Zach Neto. So the Angels go to 6, putting us at 22. Max Fried. Brian Wu for the Mariners on a rare. And another rare right behind it for the Angels, Yusei Kikuchi. Congrats to the Angels, Spot Phil. And the Angels now go to 7. And we're at 23. Rookie Chase DeLauder for the Guards. Jonah Tong for the Mets. Josh Naylor for the Mariners. Drew Gilbert for the Giants. O'Neal Cruz for Pittsburgh. And a finest, Paul Skeens, team finest. I like this parallel a lot, the team finest. I think that's cool. Congrats, Phil, on that one. Oh, man. We were talking about 109, and I forgot who it was. I totally forgot who you guys said it was. Carson Bench for the Mets. Brady House for Washington. Connor Early for the Red Sox. Kyle Tucker. A number Jackson Churio for the Crew. Phil, congratulations. That is 59 out of 150 on the blue rare Jackson Churio. That is pretty freaking sweet. Congratulations. And we got O'Neal Cruz for the Pirates. Congrats, Phil. And last pack, guys. Last pack mojo. Do we have one more auto hanging out here for us? We got James Wood. Cal Raleigh. He's about, what was he officially caught of like PEDs? Was he suspended? Or was that like fake news on there? But I thought I saw that he might have gotten nailed for PEDs. He had a little home run surge, and so they checked him and he failed. Gunner for the Orioles puts the Orioles to 10. There's a Blue Jay, and it's a good one. Trey Yesavage for the Blue Jays. Congrats, Paul. And they go to 5, putting us at 25. Logan Gilbert on the uncommon for Seattle. And our last card is going to be yet another. So I feel like For the world's finest, it's Byron Buxton, Gunnar Henderson, or Kyle Schwarber is like the whole checklist. Or at least that's all we got. Sorry, Rage, I just was breaking, man. I, I don't know. I was just breaking, dude. So I wasn't able to read the full question. All right, so we got Kyle Schwarber there. All right, so here's a nice pile of top-loaded stuff. If we take a look at our hit counter, we've got 25. So if I did miss a Blue Jay, it would not change the outcome here at all. Unfortunately, no one guessed the Orioles that put a guess in, but Angel was the closest at 22, with the total being 25. So Angel got a leprechaun for hitting 22, closest to 25. So Angel, congrats. We didn't do as well on leprechauns today, guys, but that's all right. It'll be good odds for those of you who did earn them. Thank you. If I go to take the hit counter off, let's do a recap here. We had a couple trays. The Churio was to 150. Skeens on the finest. Sale Stewart rookie uncommon. Jack Caglianone, Pete Crow Armstrong, Connor Griffin, Bubba Chandler arrivals, Connor Griffin again. Cornell to 250 for the Rangers. JJ Weatherholt arrivals. Ellie on the rare mini diamonds refractor. Miz on the finest. Otani on the finest. Kyle Teal was 230, by the way. 3-0. Another Miz on the uncommon. Weatherholt on the rare. Shohei. Miz. McGonigal. Caglianone on the refractor, mini diamond refractor. Mookie Betts was the 75. Murakami. Nolan McLean on the arrivals. And Roman Anthony on the rare rookie. Or uncommon, that one was, excuse me. Jonah Tong to 150. Aaron Judge. We had these Shohei timelines. Cam Schlittler on the arrivals. Miz. McGonigal. Imai on the mini diamonds. Miz. McGonigal on the uncommon rookie. Imai again. Carson Williams on the arrivals. We did get an auto in that first box. Song from the Padres to 150. An on-card chrome auto. And Pete Crow Armstrong. A very, very fun 4 Topps Finest breaks. A very fun 3 baseball breaks with 3 really good products. I, again, want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity and privilege to rip those cards with you. I had an absolute blast tonight. I hope you did as well. Once again, we're not done yet. We got to give away some stuff, so don't go anywhere. But I'm just getting a couple things out of the way. Please, again, guys, like, subscribe, follow. You know what to do and all that. Please, if you're watching us on YouTube or if you're watching us on eBay, but you have a YouTube account, please go to Cardlines Breaks and subscribe to our channel and share the link to our channel with as many friends as you know that can, want to, or are allowed to watch sports cards content and things like that. We are a very family-friendly organization. I might squirt out a swear word now and then, but usually it's very family-friendly. We're all dads doing the breaking here, so we try to do it so that our kids can watch. So you can feel confident sharing our breaks with your friends, that things aren't going to get out of hand. There's no after hours type of talk or anything like that. So share all that up and help us get to the 10,000 subscribers. But also remember, before you do all that, go to cardlines.com and set up your loyalty account. And then when you start sharing and liking and commenting and all that sort of stuff, then you're going to earn points for it. So it's that easy. Oh man, thanks, Rage. And so then one more plug before we get into the giveies as well. Friday is my birthday, and Saturday is Rage's birthday. But also, one little known fact, I tend to sort of share some personal things slowly, but for those of you that know by now, Hall of Fame James, one of the other breakers, if you don't know, he is my brother. But one other thing you guys may not know is that we are twins. We're not just brothers, we are twin brothers. So please, join me on Friday and say happy birthday to Hall of Fame James as well. I'm trying to get him. His school year is only sort of started, so I'm trying to get him to come hang out with us a little bit on Friday, at least say hi and sort some cards or rip a pack or two. So if he comes in, please say happy birthday to him as well. But come hang out, grab a spot in that football mixer for Friday. It's gonna be a lot of cards. We're gonna have a lot of fun. But come hang out with me on the party on Friday. We've got stuff going next Monday and into next week, including some flagship football and some other fun stuff. So check all that stuff out. So, all right. I've talked long enough. You guys want some free stuff. I want to give you some free stuff. So I've got a Heritage Hobby from 2021 minor league baseball and 2 series 2 packs. These are going to go to our buyers giveaways. And I've got the same lineup for our hit counter participants. So we're going to start first with the hit counter participants. That's not the one I wanted. Leprechaun race coming up. I'm going to grab all of you who earned a leprechaun throughout our breaks. We're going to clear that list. Paste it in there. 9 leprechauns were earned. We're going to stick at 19 seconds. I'm going to shuffle you up 2 or 3 times to make you nice and dizzy. And here we go. An Angel's purple leprechaun. Hold on, it doesn't look like it. Jose looks like he's gonna take it. All right, so get those guys off for a second. Your leprechaun did let you down, Rage. All right, Jose, congratulations. Oh, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Jose, you got a Heritage pack coming to you. And then Angel sandwiched in there for a Topps pack. And then Jose got another leprechaun there for the Series 2 pack. Congratulations, Jose, on 2 packs. And Angel, congrats on 1. And now we're going to bring our leprechauns right back out of the stable. They just went and grabbed a quick swig of beer and some Skittles. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab all of our buyers from the 3 breaks. So we're going to go to our list. Topps Finest, Engaged. Pro Debut, Engaged. And finally, Crusade. Engaged. 90. That counts it up. 19 seconds. Here we go, guys. Good luck. Shuffle it up once. You gotta get one of the fast leprechauns. Here we go, guys. Penny, Aaron, Phil running hot out front. A big push at the end. So Phil and Colin just fall out of the race, unfortunately. Aaron B, congrats. You got a Heritage Hobby coming your way. After that, we got Thomas. You got a Series 2 pack coming your way. And Kenny, you managed to beat out and hang in the 3rd place there. You got a pack coming your way as well. So that concludes our festivities and free stuff to give away. I will hang here for a minute and throw up the wheel spin again and see if anyone wants to take one more dash around the wheel, or if anyone wants to grab any of those on it blasters, let me know. But again, we'll run 1 or 2 wheel spins. $5 will get you a trip around the wheel and see what you win. And if not, we will wrap it up on what has been just an absolutely fun evening. Oh, James getting in there. We're not quite done yet. We're not quite dead yet. Hey, James, thanks for hopping in. Appreciate you. And I went through, all right, let's get you a spin on the wheel and see what we can win. A Caitlin Clark lot. All right. That ain't a bad win at all for a $5 spin around the wheel. The Caitlin Clark lot, we got a franchise futures, Caitlin Clark, a tunnel vision, and a crunch time parallel of Caitlin Clark. That is a good lot. Congratulations, James. Nice pickup there, popping in, saying we're not ready to go to bed yet. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. We'll put the spinner back up and I'll run another one. See if anyone wants to take a spin. We've had a lot of the player lots get won so far. We've not had any of the sealed boxes. So I feel like we are definitely due for some kind of a sealed box or something to get hit. And James says it's going to be May. Channeling his inner boy band. I mean, that's just me. Here we go, guys. James, congratulations. Here we go. Good luck. A 2022 Chronicles football pack. Not a bad win, especially if we can knock out a Brock Purdy or something in there. So you got that one coming your way for the spin on the wheel. Just let me know, rip or ship on this one, my friend. I can leave it sealed up and send it along for you to have the fun when it gets to you. Or I can rip it. I will happily rip it. Here we go. Let's go. How about one of those packs where you get like 5 Brock Purdys in there, or like 5 Kenneth Walkers or something? Rashad White is not that, but George Kittle gonna start us out. Tua. Hey, Josh Allen, photogenic. It's not a Josh Allen rookie, but we'll still take that as a start to your pack here. There's a little J Jets. Malcolm Wright. I love this photo of this card. I wish he was a bigger player because I love that card so much. George Pickens. Damian Pierce. James Cook is a good one. I ran out of sleeves. Give me a sec. James Cook is a nice rookie there on the Illuminance. I'll go ahead and tablet him up for you. Sam Williams from the Cowboys. Tyquan Thornton from the Patriots. Jahan Dotson. Nakobe Dean on the Browns. And Amon St. Brown magnitude. That's pretty sweet. Jaquan Brisker on the Clear Vision rookie. And Rashad White on the Playoff Clear rookie. So not a bad pack. Could have done a little bit better on the rookies, but Josh Allen helped round that out. Not bad at all for a pack of cards. Thank you very much. Let's, I'll pull the spinner back up while I throw another one on. See if we got any more spins in us yet tonight. Still early on all accounts. Even on the East Coast, it's only about 10:30. For those of you on the West Coast, you're still probably eating dinner. I'll give it one more spin. We'll see if we got it. One more run and see if we've got a spin left in us tonight. No. All right. Okay, guys. Well, that is going to do it for this evening. Again, thank you all so much. You guys are the greatest. Thank you so much for being part of the Card Lines community. If it was your first time with us or you're watching some replay and it's your first time with us, welcome to the family. We hope you had a good time. We hope you come on back for more. For those of you that have been with us before, thank you guys for coming back. There is a ton of options out there, and we appreciate that you give your time and attention to us, whether you're watching live, whether you're watching this on replay. It means a lot to us that you're giving us your time. So thank you guys. Thank you for your support. Remember, go to cardlines.com and set up that newsletter and account and start earning some loyalty points. Eventually, it's going to turn into dollars, and those dollars are going to let you buy some products. So get after it. And please remember to subscribe and share our channels with all your friends, and you'll earn points for doing it. So again, guys, have a great night. We will see you all Friday. No Marty party tomorrow. He's off gallivanting around with his family doing some things. And so he's not going to be breaking tomorrow. But we'll be here. So join us on Friday. Rage, since I won't catch you on Friday, have a good couple days at school. Thank you for hanging with us. Happy birthday to you on Saturday. For anyone else celebrating birthdays this week, happy birthday to y'all. And we'll see you on Friday. Have a great night, guys.